My name is Dane Taival, and I'm the Vice President of Service and Customer Care at Trane. And I'm very excited to have a few minutes this morning to share with you the story of our products to intelligent services transformation. Now, you may be familiar with the Trane name, but I'm doubting that you're familiar with our products to intelligent services and solutions transformation. Now, Trane began as a manufactured products company. We've got a 100-year history of innovation, and it's on that product strength and that tradition of innovation that our services and solutions business has really grown out of. Now, Trane, like many older companies, very humble beginnings. We started as a plumbing and steam heating organization, was incorporated in 1913 by James Trane and his son Reuben. Now, Reuben was a very prolific inventor. He had many patents to his credit, and one of the other characteristics that Reuben had was a relentless drive for customer service. Now, this customer service mindset, it exists still today inside the organization, and it's really been a key factor that has enabled our transformation. Today, Trane is a brand of Ingersoll Rand. We're a global business. We operate in nearly 100 countries. We've got over 21,000 associates worldwide. We serve customers in a wide variety of vertical markets, nearly every vertical market, and we're one of the largest global heating and air conditioning companies that's in the world. Now, I mentioned that passion for customer service that one of our founders had, Reuben. That passion for customer service, it still exists today. It's a core value, and it's really what's enabled our transformation. And that passion for customer service, it's caused our focus to shift. So instead of focusing on our product and what type of innovations we can have just with our product, we've shifted our focus to our customer, and first seeking to understand our customer. By asking questions and looking for that deep understanding, we've then been able to apply the insights that we've learned for our customers, how they operate, how they make decisions, to our businesses, and we've become much more services-centric in the way that we think and the way we operate. And today we describe our mission as helping our customers make their buildings better for life, the life of the building as well as the lives within the building. So to deliver on this mission, we apply a very simple methodology that starts by focusing on our customer and seeking to understand how they operate and really what the link is between the building and their business. So how does the building support the overall operation of their business or organization? And when we have that understanding, we're able to operate much more like a real business partner. We can design and develop solutions that are custom tailored to how they operate. We can present those solutions and we know how they will impact the financial performance or improve the productivity or reduce the risk or some combination of those three. We can present those solutions using the terminology that our customers use, their language, not our internal jargon or corporate speak that we have. And then we also are able to position the solutions that we provide in terms of the economic benefit that they'll provide, the financial performance, the return on investment criteria. And so that's what we're able to operate with, that solutions mindset and that expanded value proposition. Now, shifting this focus really has enabled this solutions mindset, this expanded value proposition, and today that expanded value proposition has also greatly increased the business potential, the growth potential that we have as an organization. For every dollar of equipment that we now sell, we have up to $8 of services revenue potential that's there. And where we are on our transformation journey is in North America, our business is equally split. Half of our volume, when measured by revenue, is equipment and products, and the other half of the volume is services revenue. Now, when we look at profitability, a little bit different story. The majority of our profits are actually earned in our services and aftermarket business. So we didn't get there overnight. It was a journey, and it's a transformation. We've gone through 4 stages of transformation. It's been a deliberate and purposeful evolution, this transformation that we worked through. And our experiences, if you look at some of the services maturity models that exist out there, parallel very closely to the stages of transformation that you would see that those services models would suggest. Now, stage 1, this was really service being an extension of our equipment business. Very transactional in nature. We provided startup services, warranty services, some maintenance, and of course repairs for our products. And the goal of this stage of our progression was really service supports the sale of products. Now, stage 2, that came with the realization that, hey, this service business, it makes some money. So at that point, we had a separate P&L, put that in place so we could measure and understand the performance of the business. We expanded our service offerings, added extended warranties, some service agreements, as well as some engineered product enhancements so that we could improve the performance of our products. Now, those services were provided only by factory-trained field technicians because of the complexity and the nature of those services. We still had very much of an OEM product focus. We serviced the products that we sold into the marketplace. Now, stage 3, this is where it really started to get interesting. The business at this point was committed to creating a services mindset inside the organization and evolving our culture. Service business was legitimized with a seat at the executive leadership table. We had a dedicated leader as well as a leadership team for the organization. We started to make some changes. We introduced a new business identity, a sub-brand, Trane Building Services. We evolved our product development processes to include service requirements and smart product requirements. We also broadened our value proposition inside the service business. So rather than focusing on servicing Trane products in the marketplace, we broadened that perspective to focus on building services. So as we broadened that focus, we had to look at adding some capabilities. One of the capabilities that we needed to build was the ability to partner. Evaluate partners, structure partnerships so that we could have this broader portfolio of services because we aren't self-performing all of them. And those competencies were not easy to develop either. Now, stage 4, this is where we're at today. Current state, we are formalizing our connectivity strategy for both products as well as services. We've developed a portfolio of high-value intelligent services that really are enabled with our intelligent services platform that allows us to harvest the real-time performance data of the air conditioning and heating systems that are in place in buildings. And to go along with those intelligent services, we're again having to develop some new competencies that allow us to sell as well as execute and deliver on those services inside the marketplace. So today at stage 4, we are refining our business model. We're making some tough choices. Some of the choices that we have in front of us, we have to answer some questions. And we're looking at very closely, specifically software, and what level of intelligence do we build into our products versus building into the system level where we're controlling the network of products to achieve an outcome, in this case, of course, comfort inside of a building, as well as software and capabilities and the intelligence that we have with the software in the cloud. Another question that we're wrestling with is what amount of cost are we willing to add to a product to enable potential future services? Now, our products are sold in a very cost-competitive environment, like many are, and so any decision to add cost to a product is not one that's taken lightly. And then the third area that we're wrestling with some questions is how do we make it really easy for our customers to interact with us in the area of services and to understand the value that they are realizing as a result of the services that we're providing. Services are an intangible, and oftentimes it can be very difficult to understand the value because you're avoiding problems sometimes in advance of when they even occur. And not just for our customers' sake, but also for our own sake. We're trying to understand and figure out how to make it easy for our organization to adopt this new platform. When you think about thousands of people in hundreds of different locations spread throughout the globe, and we're changing how they work in delivering service today, a lot of different change management. We need to make that as easy as we possibly can. Now, software is a critical enabler for us. Not just at the product level where it operates the product and optimizes how that product performs, but at the system level where our network of products operate together to achieve an outcome, and certainly in the cloud where that software is enabling capability, it's creating capacity for us, and it's dramatically reducing the time it takes for us to respond. So it's increasing our response rate. So, talked a lot about this intelligent services platform. You might be asking yourself, what does this services platform look like? Well, in the schematic that you see on either side of the screen, you have a representation of that platform. And you can see in the highlighted area that it begins with the customer's building. Now, the customer's building, inside of it, we've got a system of smart connected products, and those products deliver a continuous stream of data. Now, the stream of data comes into the cloud, and that's where we perform the analysis and identify service advisories. Now, this analysis, very rigorous. We try to automate as much of it as we can with the software. And out of that analysis comes a series of diagnostics and recommendations, and they're in the form of service advisories. Those advisories help us identify issues before real problems occur that can negatively impact the business or the building. Now, these analytics and advisories that we have, they really enable 4 different intelligent services offers for us today. The first one is building performance. That's where we assure the ideal performance of the building. The next is energy performance, and that's where we measure and manage how energy is consumed by the building. Asset optimization, where we work to ensure that the asset operates in a manner that's consistent with extending or maximizing its useful life. And then performance tracking. Now, we are continuing to expand and add to these analytics and these advisories literally every single week. We're dropping more analytics onto the platform. These capabilities we're also integrating into our service workflow. So our business is evolving in a very dynamic, real-time way. Well, at Trane, we're very proud of the progress that we've made so far, but really, in this stage, we've only just begun. And as I think about the progress that we've made, there are some times where I get a little bit frustrated. I get frustrated by the pace of change. It seems like for every 2 steps forward, we take 1 step, sometimes more than 1 step back. But the progress we've made is real, and we're very excited by the potential that's there. So with that, I would like to wrap things up, and thank you very much for your time this morning and listening, and I'll turn things back over to Rob.